Hey everybody, welcome to Jacob's Quest, and the other day we got Final Destination Bloodlines, an official teaser trailer, so I'm a little late to this one, but with all the big game trailers that are supposedly about to show up, I figure, you know what, let's go back and let's watch this one that I missed. And yeah, Final Destination, this is a series that I've been a fan of for a while now. I feel like the last one that came out kind of ended things in a big full loop, spoilers, kind of in a perfect way. So I'm not really sure where you even take the series at this point, but let's go ahead and check it out. Here we go. Yeah, seems okay.
My old man just died. I come in as a favor and now they want me to lock up.
Okay.
5-star review, yeah. Like and subscribe and all the things.
Seems like a pretty dirty place to get a piercing done, but alright. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, the chain's gonna fall and it's gonna... Hold on, he did all that just now? That would have taken a lot longer than that to do that whole thing. Okay, come on.
Oh, you got me. Come on.
Yep, this is usually what happens. Okay. Well, jeez, guy. Huh. Okay. It runs in the family, and it's called Bloodlines. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so, you know, we get like a pretty decent set piece, I guess, and that's, let's be honest, like that's what most people watch these movies for. Like, how crazy can they make the kills, right? Like, what kind of what's the term, Rube Goldberg machine? Anyways, you know, very elaborate sequence of highly unlikely events that somehow all come together to kill someone, and like that's what the series really is at this point. Like, I mean, that's what it's been for like the whole time. But yeah, I don't know, some entries of this series have been pretty good in that, like, you actually kind of care about the characters and they're actually pretty likable, and so you kind of hate it when they die. But then other entries have been like really lazy and gimmicky and just, I don't know, kind of lame. So I don't know, you know, from this I'm not gonna be able to tell which direction this is heading. I think the most interesting thing about this is that they're calling it Bloodlines and they're saying it runs in the family, and I don't know what this could be in the direction of like a legacy sequel kind of thing, where like, oh, these are gonna be somehow related to past characters or something. I'm not sure what you mean by that, you know what I mean? Like, it runs in the family, but like as far as I'm aware, if we kind of like look back, I'm pretty sure all the characters have died. There might be like a couple that somehow have survived, but I'm pretty sure in most of the entries, like a large majority of the characters have died, or at least like later confirmed to have died, like in between movies or something like that. So I'm not sure what you could do with like a Bloodlines, like family ties kind of thing. Like, there's no one left. Like, who's anyone gonna be related to? Not really sure how that one's gonna work out. I don't know. Look, I'm gonna watch it, right? Like, you know, these movies, at the very least, they're like kind of B horror movies where they're like, okay, it's whatever. It's, you know, like they can be there just for like the, you know, these were kind of like the Saw movies before the Saw movies, I would say. You know, like when you needed something that's like, oh my god, it's just crazy gore in these really weird, messed up kind of ways. And, you know, some of it has had lasting power. I think probably the most is the log truck, right? Like, there's an entire generation of people, and I've seen the memes online where like anyone of a certain age who gets behind a logging truck, they have to get out of that lane because they remember Final Destination 2 where the logs fell off the back of the truck and all this stuff happened. So like, you know, I can't say that like these movies have had no impact like on pop culture, but it definitely feels like this is one of the franchises that kind of like, because there's no main villain, because there's no series of reoccurring like protagonists that we're like rooting for, you know, like we just kind of reset every single movie. It's difficult for this to be like a proper franchise that has like, you know, notable iconography, like a symbol or a mask or anything like that. Like every movie's just different, you know. So I don't know, I think that is like the only real flaw in the Final Destination franchise, is that like, you know, or at least that's what sets it apart, is that like there's nothing like marketable really about it, you know. Like Jigsaw, you got the puppet, you got the symbol, right? Like you got the guy, you know, Jason, Freddy, Michael Myers, you know, like they all have the imagery. But like Final Destination, it's like crazy stuff happens and then they all die in crazy ways. There's not, you know, I have heard that Tony Todd is gonna be in this. This was supposedly Tony Todd's like final role before he passed, and you know, that'll be interesting. He's like the only reoccurring thing I think in the entire franchise, so it'd be kind of cool if they did something with that. I don't know if they ever will. They never really explained like who his character is or how he knows things about stuff. He just kind of shows up and then he disappears. So I don't know. Look, I enjoy these movies for what they are, but I do acknowledge that like they struggle more than most horror franchises to have lasting power, only in the sense of like, you know, if you try to go to Spirit Halloween store, there's no Final Destination aisle, because what do you even merchandise? You know, what do you even sell? What, a logging truck maybe? I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about Final Destination Bloodlines. Are you a fan of this franchise, or is this one that feels like, you know, it probably should have ended a long time ago? The last one they came out with was a pretty solid ending. Like, if you have to have an ending, there you go. That was a pretty good way to end it. So I don't know what you do. That's kind of where I'm at. I don't know what you do from now on. Like, I'll watch it. I'm curious about it. Like, if nothing else, I'm curious to see what you came up with, especially with this family thing you're going with. I don't know what you do. So anyways, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.